do this. Listen to that frequency.
This is an automated distress message from Vault Tech. Vault 101. Message begins.
It feels like you left home a long time ago, but I know you're still out there. I just hope you're still alive to hear this. Things got worse after you left. My father's gone mad with power. If you can hear this, please stop looking for your dad and help stop mine. I changed the door password to my name. If you're hearing this, and if you still care enough to help me, you should remember it.
Message repeats. This is an automated distress message from Vault Tech. Vault 101. Message begins.
It feels...
Alright. So let's head back to Vault 101. Because now it's time to fix some problems here. It's like you tried to escape.
Stop right there. I don't know how you got in here, but... Hold on. Wait a minute. It's you! I hardly recognized you with all the dust and grime from out there.
How do you even know who I am with my helmet on?
You've got more experience with it than most everyone down here combined.
I need to talk with Amada. I got her message.
Amada's message? I don't know what you're talking about, but I'd keep that under your hat for her sake. She could get in real trouble if people found out she sent you a message. So could I, just for talking with you now.
That's a risk I'm willing to take.
Technically, this means I'm supposed to report her. To tell the truth, I'm supposed to report you being here, too. But I've been getting mighty forgetful in my old age, you know? We've got more than enough trouble without me adding to it.
What's happened down here since we left?
Everything went crazy is what happened. Your dad opened that door, bugs started attacking, and people started going crazy. When the smoke cleared, there were a lot of casualties and not many answers. Didn't help that our doctor had just left either.
Dad would be horrified to know all that if he were still alive.
I'm sorry to hear that. Regardless of how things turned out down here, he was a good friend. I always figured he'd do well outside. Matter of fact, a lot of folks started thinking he had the right idea. He usually did. So, if it was safe out there, why stay down here forever? Well, the Overseer didn't like that one bit, and started cracking down on that sort of thought. Guess he didn't plan on you coming back.
So what now?
I probably ought to put you under arrest and take you into the Overseer, but frankly, I know better than to try that. Meanwhile, some of your old friends think opening the vault is a good idea. I bet those rebels would like a word with you, now more than ever. Of course, if you want, you can just walk away as if you were never here. Out of respect for your dad, I won't even tell anyone I saw you.
Can you lead me somewhere?
I guess you've had a lot on your mind since you were...
I need to see Amada. Lead me to her.
Okay, follow me.
So walk very slowly, let him escort you, because you'll get... If you go on ahead without him, you'll trigger the security. Any security that you may have spared, which we really didn't. you'll get attacked by other security and then turn the overseer hostile. And we don't really want to do that.
This doesn't look good.
You know I can't do that, Freddy. Now get back down below before I have to do something we'll both regret.
What? You gonna lock me up like you did to Brotch? You can't cage a tunnel snake, man, because we rule!
Stay back!
You don't... Taylor, stop shooting, damn it!
Don't you know enough to stay away?
You almost shot Freddy.
I didn't mean to fire. I really didn't. I just wanted to scare him off. But he had a knife. I can't be too careful with those rebels.
What happened down
I
here?
lost my poor wife Agnes is what happened. And all the chaos and fighting, her old ticker just couldn't take it anymore.
Tell me about the rebels.
I tell you, I'm scared of them. I never know when they're gonna try something dangerous.
I have to go now.
Yes, you do.
I guess you can see how bad things... I hope you can talk...
Work is work. Ain't that the truth?
Why? I don't know that I should be talking with you. With all of the bugs and fires, there was an awful lot of strain. Our water chip's pretty delicate right now, but it's just a phase. They're... Cut it out.
Well, I've heard of being unwelcome in your own home, but this is ridiculous.
In the clinic with the rest of them. I'd take you closer, but they don't get along.
Damn, look who's come waltzing back into the vault. It takes some real balls coming back here after everything you and your dad screwed up. But if you've got to be back, might as well make yourself useful. You gotta help us.
Help? What kind of help?
What sort of help do you think I mean? The deaths, the lives. Man, they'd have rushed in here long ago if they didn't know I stole one of their guns from when they issued martial law. Anyway, you gotta help us get out of here. You gotta help me get out.
Don't worry, I'm trying to help the entire vault.
Man, screw the entire vault. What about me? Even these rebels just want the option to go outside for lousy trading and stuff. I just want to get... Why stay here and be stuck as a barber for my entire life when I could go out there and make my own choices?
Butch, what do you do in the vault?
The damn goat said I'm supposed to be a hairdresser, but that ain't me. I'm a barber. You got that? There's a difference.
Can you give me a haircut?
Sure, fine. Whatever.
What do you think you're going to do outside,
I'll
Butch?
start a gang, of course. Why, it'll be the toughest, coolest, badassest gang the Wasteland's ever seen. Hey, play your cards right, maybe I'll even let you join it, huh?
Hey, I'm already in the tunnel snakes. You gave me the jacket and everything.
Yeah, but I'm thinking it'll be a new gang. We ain't gonna just be in tunnels, you know. Besides, there's gonna be a lot more people who want to join. Competition's gonna be tough.
If only you knew about raiders. What happened that night?
I heard old Stanley complaining a lot of the stuff down in the reactor got fried pretty bad. Nothing too bad, yet. But he's always worrying we'll... Of course, if that happened, guess we'd all have to leave the vault then, huh? Catch you later.
Oh my god!
Also,
you're
here's your
back!
chance to get the
You got my
medicine
message and
bobblehead if
actually
you missed
came
it.
back.
I was just happy to be in the neighborhood. Thought I'd stop by.
I missed your sense of humor, but I really don't think this is the time for jokes. We're in real trouble, and your help could make all the difference. So could you please take this seriously? For me?
You saved my life back then, Amada. The least I can do is help out now.
I just wish we could have saved more people. Jonas and the Hannons and so many others died that night. It was bad enough they died because my father was trying to keep the door closed. But then I found out it was all to protect a lie. I found out the vault wasn't always closed. They've lied to us about it for our entire lives.
Yeah, I found out about that when I left. Guess I should have told you.
What? You know what? Never mind. What's important is that now we know that we were lied to all our lives, and that people have died. And even now, when we most need help, the Overseer still won't let us try to communicate with the outside.
Sounds like he's gone crazy with power and needs to be stopped.
You're absolutely right. It's not like we want to abandon the vault or anything. Well, Butch does, but he's too big a coward to go out on his own. Most of us had accepted that the outside was certain death, and things would always stay the same down here. But now we know they don't have to be. After all, it was enough to get you and your dad to leave, so there must be something good out there.
I think I have a solution for the vault's
I certainly
troubles.
hope so.
I swear I'll stop your father and his guards. Just stop.
You will?
Just watch.
Thank goodness for that. But you've actually been outside. Just...
You know violence isn't my style, Amada. Don't worry.
I should have remembered. I was just worried. I don't know. Maybe... Thanks. And good luck talking to him. Let me know.
So yeah, if you never got the medicine bobblehead, you'll find it here.
It's good to see you again.
I never thought you'd be back. Hey, good to see you again.
Can't believe they almost shot you.
I tell you, those guards are getting nastier every day. Hello.
How may I serve you, Master? Ah, another patient. What's it to be, eh? Hysterectomy?
Andy, what happened? All this blood.
Ah, yes, a rather unfortunate incident. In all the commotion, Miss Beatrice suffered a rather bad sprain in her left toe. The big one. Obviously, I had no choice but to amputate the leg. Yeah, I'm sorry to say the operation was not a success.
Wait, they made you the doctor?
But of course, with your father's departure from the vault and Jonas's untimely demise, the Overseer had to take swift action. And so he named me the new Vault Medical Practitioner. A marvelous decision, if I do say so myself. I am fully equipped, after all.
If you're the new doctor, can you heal me?
Actually, no. I'm afraid I've been, what's the human term? Fired. I've been reassigned to cleaning detail. My first duty is, somewhat ironically, cleaning the clinic. But surgery was fun while it lasted.
Hello.
Her left big toe, so he amputates her right leg. Interesting. So no, the bobblehead will be right here if you missed it.
it's good to see you're back from outside.
What happened?
My poor grandson Jonas died is what happened. They say it was just an accident.
So Jonas was her
good to see you again.
grandson, huh?
You've got to change the overseer's mind.
You don't belong here anymore. You never should have left, kid. Opening fire! Well, that's it.
Well, I see. Done with the... Well, that's...
With your leadership, no one in this vault has much of a future.
That would be where you're wrong, young man. By locking down this vault, I'm protecting its future. In fact, I was protecting its future when I had to make those unpleasant choices the night you and your father abandoned us. I only wish I could have stopped your father before he left. If anyone's to blame for the unpleasantness, it's him.
Don't try to justify your murders and lies. They were never threats.
Spoken like someone who's never had to make difficult decisions. Like someone who's never had to lead. Jonas was leaving with your father. Their departure would lead to others leaving as well. And before you know it, half of the vault would be gone. And then, our home, the last safe, pure bastion of humanity, would be reduced to a lonely handful of aging holdouts, too few to continue.
You're not protecting your people. You're destroying them. Can't you see that?
I'm afraid you're the short-sighted one here. I'm simply keeping them safe and untouched by the war above. The real danger are the rebels and insurgents who insist on risking all of our lives just to die out there in the wastes. If they weren't trying to throw our lives away like that, we could go back to the peaceful life we once had. Everyone would be happy again.
They're upset because you lied to them about the outside.
They have to understand that we did that to keep them from going outside and getting killed. To keep them from making the same mistake our generation did when we were their age. Some of us already lost loved ones out there long ago. We won't lose any more today.
Okay, so we're going to delete this and save in case the speech doesn't work. I believe I have a solution to the vault's problems. The rebels are right. You need to open the vault.
Oh, do you? What makes you think...
You simply don't have enough people to stay isolated down here forever.
I admit, in the 200 years since the war, our numbers have dwindled a little. But we have enough genetic diversity for a few more generations. My God, you're right. We won't last another 100 years, whether or not we get supplies from the outside. We're the last bastion of pure humanity, and we're doomed.
Humanity is about pure genetics. It's about never giving up hope, even now.
I wish I could share your optimism, but I suppose you have a point in your blathering way. My way won't save our vault's mission, but if I let them contact the outside world, I might be able to save its inhabitants. But I'm not the one to lead them in that. I'm stepping down as overseer. I'll tell Amata that I can think of no more appropriate leader than she.
Good to see you again.
Amata, everyone, listen closely. After a discussion with your friend, I've made an important decision. In my attempts to keep us all safe, I have been, perhaps, overzealous. Lives have been lost, but perhaps worse than that, lives have been stopped. And in my attempts to keep you safe, I have kept you from growing up. I know I have made these mistakes, and I would make them again if I had to do so. That is why I cannot remain your overseer.
Father!
Amata, I appoint you overseer in my place. You've proven you have what it takes to make hard choices for the good of the vaults. I'm just sorry I didn't understand that earlier. Consider it one of many mistakes I've made.
Thank you, Father. I'll do my best to keep us all safe, inside the vault and beyond.
You're welcome, my dear. And now, if you'll excuse me, I feel quite worn down. We'll deal with the details soon, in private. Until then, I'm sure there are people waiting to congratulate you. You don't belong here anymore.
I just heard. My father says he's stepping down as overseer. He won't tell me why, but I have to assume it's something you said to him.
I just had a little talk with him and explained a few things. All quite civil.
You and him? Civil? I expected you to change out in the wasteland, but not that much. But I guess we'll all be learning a bit about the outside now, won't we? As the new overseer, I'm planning on opening the vault. This time, for good. It's a bright new day for the vault, but I'm afraid there's one thing that has to change.
I've got a bad feeling about this. No feelings were harmed in the making of this scene. What is it?
There are still so many things to repair, and a lot of bad feelings to mend. Some people still blame you for what happened. So, I have to ask you to leave. I'm sorry, but the situation is just too delicate for you to stay. Please, if you really want to help the vault, you have to go.
I understand. Goodbye, Amata.
We can never really thank you enough for everything you've done. It's not much, but take this with you to remember us by. It'll be a while before we're actually ready to go outside. But once the vault is stable again, maybe we'll see you out there. So, I guess this is goodbye for now. But with luck, we'll meet again.
I never thought you'd be back.
I'm sorry, but you have to leave. Goodbye.
Goodbye. We'll miss you.
It's a shame you gotta go, but you'll do okay out there, I'm sure.
Good riddance. Get out.
Definitely looks like the reactor did have an issue or two.
Good riddance. Get out.
Ah. Anyone remember this little area? Hmm. Nope.
Goodbye. I'm gonna miss you.
That's another part of the side quest, too. Busting into the security office and learning a few things, such as the raid that they have planned.
Good riddance. Get out.
Jeez, don't everyone thank me at once. Then we leave Vault 101 for good. But we fixed their little issue. God, that door is so loud. Anyway, another thing we're going to do is I'm going to start up this side quest because it also opens up the door for something else. I'm not going to finish it because becomes a bit, well, I guess I could finish it. Am I out of range for this? It was just the wind. Plasma pistol. It's the first time we've seen one of those. Oh yeah, so starting now, since the Enclave have revealed themselves, they'll set up these little camps here and there. But you can get a few extra things from them. How much ammo do I have now? Pretty good amount. Alright. Cover's been blown. Or has it? No, it definitely has.